Camera button.
Well,
Possibly.
hello again. I was going to record myself walking to the shops this afternoon, but you know what? Unfortunately, that wasn't to be because I was recording, recording myself, getting ready to go outside, and my neighbours said hello to me, and I went, oh. So I had to just stop the recording and abort it, and then I went to the shops. There were heaps of people around like, how does a blind person use their mobile phone? Not that people weren't nagging at me, but, when I'm using my phone, people are like, oh, you're right. I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. I've got a screen reader in my phone. Oh, good. Not that happens, constantly, but, if I want to do a recording and then people are touching my phone, not touching my phone, asking how I'm going using my phone, it's kind of like, I don't want people to be recorded when I'm recording my own life story, although people will accidentally be in the recording, but I don't want to record them talking to me. So, I cut the recording, I walked to the shops, went to a Chinese restaurant and had some dumplings and honey chicken. I went to Aldi. I got some salad and some fruit. And there were some really delicious mandarins there, so I got some before they got sold out. I'm eating both mandarins now. Because whatever, I'll eat as many mandarins as I like. I actually prefer mandarins over oranges, to be honest. So, I come home and I went into Warshovel and I thought, you know what? The starter pack is only $39, which is kind of expensive, but I thought I'm only going to pay for that once. It's the starter pack. I'm not paying for the premium subscription because that's a rip-off, so I'm not paying for premium. And I've got my life in order, so it's not as if I need to spend heaps of money on things this week anyway. So I got the starter pack, and there's no convincing me of getting the monthly subscription to Warshovel, that's for sure. Admittedly, the game has improved a little bit since 6 months ago, but I'm just playing it for the sake of killing time a little bit. I was going to make some chicken and salad sandwiches too, but I'm a bit full, as in not hungry. Actually, now that I think of it, I am kind of full from eating dinner earlier, actually. And then I feel sorry for a bloke who showed up to get some food, and then he got a text message on his phone and ignored the the ignored the cashier and went, oh, sorry, got to go home to do some other things at home, whatever he had to do. I thought, he doesn't get a nice meal from here today. Oh, well, very sad, but that's life. I will be recording myself walking to the shops at some point. If I do go to the shops tomorrow, there is physically nothing I need to buy there. I mean, like, nothing. Absolutely nothing. I thought, I've got a whole stack of pharmaceuticals locked away in my room, but I really don't need the vitamins when I can just eat a couple of mandarins. So, yeah. They're doing me good. So if I felt any worse, any more run down than I already do, then sure, I might get the vitamin B and C out. B complex and chewable vitamin C. But as it is, I'm perking up, getting my energy back, so I'm kind of not doing that badly, to be honest. I've got my life back in order the way it used to be 2 years ago. It means I can go to the shops and get 2 or 3 things instead of 15 things. I can get some of my stuff online, some of the stuff when I'm out with workers. The rest of it I can get when I'm on my own and I'm at the shops and I'm like, you know what, I want to splurge and get 15 packets of chips or 10 packets of chocolates. Or or maybe I want to get several bottles of orange juice, so I get 2 or 3 bottles of it. At least I know I can enjoy my snacks and beverages when I go out, because I've got everything I need at home. So it's not as if I'm going to the shops to get 20 things, apart from getting heaps of extra snacks that I want here. And even now, with the pantry quite full, there isn't much I can buy at the shops at the moment, so I save heaps of money by not buying anything when I go out. So, when I do have to get one or two things that I can't get online, and when I'm not with a worker, I can still get a couple of things on the fly, and it's all sorted. I'm going out on Thursday, but there's not much I need to buy when I go out either. What I am finding a bit stupid is the price of everything's going up. So if I get honey chicken and 6 dumplings, and a strawberry iced tea, it's $30. I don't reckon I can afford that anymore, because when I start paying for an iPad on a Apple contract, I will have to keep that money aside for paying for the iPad each month, rather than paying for a meal out. So I won't even be able to afford takeaway once a month. The good thing about that is I can still walk to the shops to get milk and bread, and I can still buy food to cook at home for lunch and dinner and cereal for breakfast. But I can just get a cup of coffee and no snacks out, because food out is too expensive. So it means when I go to the shops, I'll have to have a big meal before I go out. So if I plan to get to the shopping centre at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I have to eat at 12:30 and be done by 1:30, so that I am not hungry when I'm at the shopping centre. which is a bit of a bummer, to be quite honest. It's a huge bummer because I like sitting down to coffee and a toasted sandwich, but I can't get the toasty anymore. It's good that I can make my own toasted sandwiches at home. That's great. But it does mean I have to be prepared to cook a lot more than I'd like to, and then I'll get more exhausted than usual. So, oh dear. I guess I'll have to see how I go with not buying food out every time I go to the shops. Not that I buy a lot of food when I go out, but still. If I'm that buggered that I don't want to cook, I can just eat cereal and make sandwiches and eat frozen meals from the freezer, and that's all good too. But I just have to see how it goes. I just have to see how it goes. I've got a lot of rubbish to get rid of tonight. A lot of rubbish. Oh God. I have a lot of rubbish to get rid of tonight. So I'll just take the rubbish out before I forget it. Yeah, I'm going to take the bin. It stinks anyway. It smells terrible. So, I will be back inside. In fact, what was that I dropped? Oh, God, I dropped something. Did I drop something? Thought I dropped something. Well, I found it. I'm going to chuck it away. And I'm going to pause my recording.
Speech on. Stop. Pause. Button. Stop. Pause. Stop. Button. A great speech.
So, I'm back.
Speech. Pause. Pause. Stop. Pause. File list.
I'm back. I've got a new rubbish bag in the bin. I've taken the old rubbish outside. So, it is all organised. The only thing I need to do in the morning is vacuum the floor. And when I do decide to walk to the shops and make a recording, I will just be having a really big feed when I know I'm going to go to the shops not long after eating. Because that way when I get to the shops, I'll just get a coffee, and if I want something so bad, I can go to Aldi and get one of their, there's frozen meals and there's bloody, there's chilled meals. Like you can get chilled mashed potatoes, you can get chilled, meal trays that you just put in the microwave. I don't even need any of that because I've got too much food here. I would just get stuff like ham and chicken and stuff that you put on sandwiches and snack food. That's all I'd get. That is all I would get, is snack food and stuff that you just eat without having to cook it, because I've got lots of frozen meals. So, I've also got ice cream. I'm going to have to empty out my freezer a little bit before September, because springtime is going to come in soon, and I'm going to need to have plenty of space to put water in the freezer. I'm going to need plenty of space to put water in there, and what you do is you put a little bit of water into a water bottle, you let that freeze, and then when that's frozen in a few hours, you put just fresh. I use filtered water, so I can put some filtered water in there, and that's your ice water, because then the water that is frozen will melt into the fresh water, and there will be a ginormous ice cube in it. So it will make the water nice and cold. Very cold. Very, very cold. And I've got some ice cube trays in my cupboard somewhere. I have to find them all, because I want to use ice cubes to make cold drinks, you know. If you make chocolate milk using Nestle Nesquik powder, and then you put a few ice cubes in there, you get cold chocolate milk. So yeah, that is what I intend to do. If I can find these silicone ice cube trays, I should find them. I should probably get everything out of the cupboard and pile it up somewhere and clean it all up. I should probably start doing that. In fact, tomorrow's Wednesday, so I might just wait till the weekend, and on Saturday morning get everything out of my cupboards and clean it all out. See, I like to keep weekends for cleaning. I get help during the week with cleaning whenever a cleaner shows up, and on the weekends I do my own cleaning, because I've got all the time in the world to do what I want on the weekend while life is boring and everyone is resting from the working week and everybody's sleeping or out doing errands that they wouldn't do during the week. And I'm at home relaxing, you know, I don't have to walk to the shops unless I want to. There's no urgency about my life anymore. I've got my iPhone ready for me to get a new iPad. I can get a new iPad mini. I can eventually get a new iPhone too. So yeah, life is happening. It is happening at a nice steady pace. I'm going to show you Package Hero. Where is this stupid game? Where's this stupid Package Hero? Where is it?
Speech on. Phone. Page 1 of 5. Adjust
Let's
value.
see
Page 2
what
of 5.
Package Hero is doing.
Rambio. Dungeons.
Forget about War
Package
Shovel
Hero.
for now. Let's worry about Package Hero.
Welcome back. Your shift delivered 22.96 billion points 40 minutes away.
Oh my
Shift.
God.
Welcome back. Okay. Button. Okay.
That's a
golden
lot.
Package. Activate the collect golden package. Collect golden package. Button. Golden package. Activate package hero. Golden package collected 7.26. Okay. Button.
Wow.
Profile. Level 182.
That's a lot. That's heaps.
You have 30. Shockaholic. Mask. Profile. Level 182. Shocker. Coins. 30.86 billion.
Oh my God, that's heaps.
Vehicles. Upgrade. Vehicles. Button. Booster
Wow.
times. Current speed. Inch shift early. Current speed. About 2.8 quintillion packages per second. Boosted 30% by momentum. Inch. Current speed. About 2.8 quintillion packages per second. Boosted 30% by momentum. Prestige. Next shift. About 6.6 quintillion packages per second. Press. Next shift. About 6.6 quintillion packages. Press speed.
Okay.
Next. Press. Area. Up. Vehicle. Booster type. Vehicles.
So I'm just going to let it keep running. I won't buy vehicles yet. I will get them,
Your rate.
but
2.8
not
quintillion
yet.
packages. Booster times 3 active. Profile. Shocker hub coins. 30.96 billion.
Oh my God.
Home.
That is a hell of a lot of coins.
Messages.
That's a lot.
Apps with package here. Recorder HQ. Wash. Recorder HQ. Recorder HQ. Active. Recorder
Besides
HQ.
that, I don't know what
Duration,
else to
24 minutes.
say. I do not know what else to say on here.
Duration. Stop. Duration. 24 min 50. Stop.
I will be doing cooking tomorrow, so get ready for a cooking recording. get ready for a cooking recording. It's going to be fun.
Pause. File. Camera. Pause. Stop. Duration.
So
Stop.
until then, I will speak to you all later.